Winter Beach Low Tide poem. Winter Beach Low Tide. Winter Beach Low Tide poem. It's low tide. The winter is beachly. I went to the beach. I wanted to go to the ocean. I went to the beach. It was low tide. I could walk. It was low tide. I could walk on the beach in the wintertime. The water was all draining out. Down, 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 down to the ocean. Nothing coming in, not yet. I was there for the turn of the tides. I was there for the tides turning. The beach. The beach. I was there for the beach. Delivery. It's a delivery time. Delivery. Delivery, delivery, delivery. 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 Delivery, 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 delivery. Delivery time. It's a delivery. Delivery. Knock on the door, ring the bell, ice cream, delivery. Delivery, delivery. Winter Beach, low tide poem. Winter Beach, low tide poem. Your winter, it's winter. It's low tide, it's backwards, it's winter. Low tide, low tide, low tide. 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 Beaches, it's winter. 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 Low tide. Winter. Low tide. Winter. Low tide.
I went to the beach this morning. It was low tide. I went to the beach this morning. It was low tide. We walked across the dunes. It's a long walk across the dunes. The dunes are flooded at the moment. They're flooded with the runoff from the mountains. We walked through the dunes. We got to the beach. There's a stone pebble bank, and then the sand stretches out. Low tide. Seems like miles. Seems like miles. The sand just stretches out. We went to the beach this morning. It was sunny. The sun was out. We went to the beach this morning. We walked through the dunes. The dunes were flooded from the runoff from the mountains. The beach was sandy. The beach was sunny. The beach was cold. The beach was sunny. The beach, the beach, the beach. There were no birds on the beach, surprisingly. Normally there are birds on the beach. Normally there are flocks of birds sitting there, seabirds, I guess, sitting, looking at the sea, looking at me, looking at the sea, looking at them, looking at me, looking at them, looking at me, looking at the sea, and then the pebbles. There were shells as well, shells in the sand, shells that were from different places, I guess. There was an urchin there, extraordinary colours, lying in the sand, low tide, lying in the sand at low tide, discarded, lying in the sand at low tide, lying in the sand. The urchin was there, lying in the sand, the shell was sand, in the sand, the shell was in the sand was in the shell, the sun was on the sand, and the sand was in the sun was on the sand, and the sand was in the shell. There were rocks as well. There were rocks and debris. And of course it was plastic. Too much plastic. If you look in the dunes, you can find stratas of plastic. Plastic going back to 1980. Plastic going back to 1970. Plastic going back to 1960. Plastic going back to 1950. Plastic going back to 1940. Plastic going back to just about 1930. Plastic no more 1920. Clean, strange, clean, strange. 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010, 2020. Sand's still there, the sand's still on the beach, the tide's still out. The dunes are still there. There's water in the dunes, the runoff from the mountains, the rain in the mountains. It takes time to seep down, travels down many kilometres from the high up in the mountains, gradually seeps down the water to fill the dunes. It's filling them all the time. Even when it's not raining, it's still filling the dunes. Great clear puddles, pools. Great clear puddles, pools, streams appear. Deep streams, wading streams. And then the tide was out, and the beach was out. The beach was out in the tide. The tide was out on the beach and the seabirds weren't there. The seabirds weren't there.
There was nobody but a dog and 4 humans. No birds. Only one bird, a seagull on the other side of this river to the sea, looking like it didn't know how to get across. One bird. No other birds. Nothing. No plastic, no shells, no rocks. Seaweed, sand, water. Open. Open the door. Opening. Open. Opening. Opening, 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 opening. 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 Opening, 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 opening.
The beach is the same. The beach is the same but different. The beach is the same but different. It's in a different place. It's in a different place, the beach. But it's the same beach. It's the same sea. It's the same sea there. It's the same sea touching the beach. Touching the beach. It's the same sea touching the beach. It's the same sea everywhere touching the beach. It's the same sea, we just call it different names. It's the same sea. It's the same sea. It's the same sea. It's the same sea touching the beach, touching the beach, touching the beach. Touching the beach, touching the rocks, casting the shells, bringing the shells, taking them away, washing the seaweed onto the beach to dry in the sun, in the winter 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 sun, in the cold winter sun, the cold, cold winter sun. But when you're out the wind, when you're tucked down by the rocks, sometimes it's warm. There's a warmth that blows. There's a warmth that comes off the rock. Somehow it's different. The sound changes as well. Sound changes. The waves sound different, more distant. Somehow there's some safety by the rocks, on the beach by the sea, with the tide out, knowing the tide will turn at some point, will turn and turn again, and turn again and 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 again, and again
and
and
again, and turning
again,
again,
turning
turning
again,
again, again,
again,
and turning again, turning again, 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 turning,
again,
turning,
more
turning,
times
turning,
than
again,
we can ever
turning
think,
again,
turning
again,
and
turning, turning
turning and
again,
turning and turning,
turning, turning,
turning,
turning,
turning and turning and turning.
turning,
Low tide,
turning,
turning to low
turning,
tide,
turning,
low tide in the winter on the
turning,
beach.
turning,
Winter
turning,
on the beach.
turning.
Winter on the beach.
Delivery, grilled cheese sandwich ready. Take it with you to the beach. Grilled cheese sandwich ready. Tammy Jack down, whiskey down. Tammy Jack down, whiskey down. Tammy Jack, whiskey down, whiskey down. The coffee is hot. No more cream, we're out. Half and half we've got. No more cream, we're out. Half and half we've got. Breakfast is ready. Grilled cheese sandwich. Take it to the beach. Take it to the beach. Take it to the beach. The fish are running. The clams are ready. The crab is picking. Take it to the beach. 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 Gotta have a picnic. Gotta have a picnic. Gotta have a picnic. Gotta have a picnic. Take it to the beach. Take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic. Take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic. Take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic. Gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic. Beach, gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Gotta have a picnic, take it to the beach. Take it to the beach, take it to the beach. Coffee's ready, sandwich ready, lasagna's hot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gonna mix up sandwich for the lobster man. Tennis Harbor General Store. The deli is back open. I can get sandwiches and go to the beach. And I can have lasagna, go to the beach. Grilled cheese and go to the beach. Bottle of water, too hard to open. Thin, plastic too thin. Top too small. Too hard to open, plastic too thin, top too small. Why didn't it bring my water bottle? I can drink the sea and salt my sandwich. 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 The Earl. The Earl. The Earl of Sandwich. Salt my sea. Salt the sea. Sea. Salt the sea. Salt my sandwich. Salt my sandwich. Salty sea. Salty sea. Salty sea. Salty sea. Salty sea. Salt, 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 sa, 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 sa. Horseshoe crabs and clean, fresh shrimp. Saw horseshoe crabs and clean, fresh shrimp. I saw horseshoe crabs and clean, fresh shrimp. I saw porgies and blue bass and sea bream and whitefish and clams and scallops and this and that and that and this. And what do you want to eat for breakfast? 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 What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? I saw sea bream. I saw sea scream. I saw people running faster than their shadows. I saw sea screaming. I saw the sea bream flying. I saw a catfish talking. What do you want to wear for breakfast? What do you want to eat for breakfast? Where do you want to go for breakfast? What are we going to have for breakfast? Is it time for breakfast? Is the tea ready? Is the jasmine ready? Is the tea ready? What are you going to have for breakfast? What are you going to have for breakfast? What are you going to do for breakfast? Where are you going to be for breakfast? When are you going to come for breakfast? Why are you staying for breakfast? Who invited you for breakfast? I'm not interested in breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. What are you going to wear for breakfast? Who invited you for breakfast? What are you going to do 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 for breakfast? What are you going to
Went to the beach this morning. The sun was out. Went to the beach. Tide was out, out, out. Tide was out, tide was out. It may have turned now. It may be in now. The tide might have come in now. The tide might be in. The tide might be in. The tide might. The tide might. The sand might. The sand might have gone. Gone. The sand might have gone. It won't have gone. It'll just not be seen. It won't have gone. It'll just not be seen. It won't have gone. It just won't be seen. Can't see the sand. Can't see the sand, but can see the sea. The same sea. The only sea. The sea, the sea, the only salty sea, the only salty sea that we can see, the only salty sea that we can see under the sun, over the sand, 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 over the rocks, over the sand, over the shells, under the sun, under the clouds. But there weren't any today. Under the sun, under the blue sky, 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 blue, 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 green sea. Green sea, blue sky, green sea, yellow sand, yellow sand, yellow sand, blue sky, yellow sand, blue sky, green sea, 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 green, green, green. Not really green, not really green.
Not really green. Not really green, not really green. But snow on the island, 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 snow on the island. Snow on the island, 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 no snow on the island, no was slimy, it was green, it was floating in the breeze. It fell upon my feet, upon the feet, upon my fell, upon the feet, upon my fell, and the water came back, and the very next day it was slimy, it was green, it was in my hair, it was slimy, it was green, I didn't want to go there. Gotta take a little bit of walk on the beach, gotta take a little bit of walk on the beach, gotta take a little bit of walk on the beach. There's snow and slime and sand and rain and rocks and shoes and shells and dogs and rocks and shoes and shells and dogs and plastic and things and picnics and time and people and words and over the top and islands and views and waves and sand, water and trees and bushes and rocks and houses with views and houses without and trees that are cut and stumps that are left, and wanna see the water with my 2 round chairs, wanna stay there and not go mix. Wanna sit in my front lawn and watch the sun change over the water to the island and the sea and the sand and the boats, lobsters and the clams and the clams and the lobsters and the boats, and it's lunch and it's lunch and it's lunch on the beach, and I wanna go there and I wanna see far. My house belonged to my grandfather, wanna go down to the water's edge. My house belonged to my grandfather. He was a poacher, he was a clam digger, he was a fisher. Porgy and Bass was the name of his boat, as was Sarah Lou. He went over the top of the island looking for something for you. His house stood on stilts and his future was just as tenuous as anyone's can be. But he worked so hard in the advertising agency just to make bread for you and me. He lost an account and got another, came the head of the town. His company was sold to another, and all goes round and round. Look in the files and you'll see his name. Look in the files and you'll see his name. Look at the files and you'll see his name, but it's not the name he was born with. Wilbur was his first name, changed it to William when he came to New York. Ran the place right up the hill. Remember to look in the files and you will see his name. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look in. glue. Oh, glue. Glue, 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 glue. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 Oh, oh, oh. 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 Ow, ow, ow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah. Ooh. Town, da, da, doo. Then there became the song of the freedom. Then there became the song of broken glass. Then there became the song of the fishes opening up their flasks. Practice whatever you're practicing, double down and do it twice. Practice the songs you are singing and share it with 2 or 3 mice. We protest, we resist, we melt, we fight, we wish that the beaches would stay. Take all the time you need to tell me you're happy to go along the way. Tell me you're happy to go along the way. Tell me you're happy to go along the way. Ooh, happy to go along the way. Happy to go along the way. What's that letter you're writing? What are you saying? Who are you talking to? Who are you leaving it for? What are you going to do with it? I don't know. Who's taking it? Who's ripping it? Who's sewing it? Who's tearing it? Who's tying it? Who's cutting it? Who's sewing it? Who's gluing it? Who's putting in a paper in an envelope? Are you gonna even tell me what your name is? Can you please let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go? Can you please let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go? Can you please let me go, let me go, let me go? Take a rest. I told you the coffee was ready. I told you the coffee was ready and I was ready to drink it. I told you the coffee was ready and that I was ready to drink it. I told you the coffee was ready and I was ready to drink it. I told you the barbecue was ready, and I told you the garden was ready, and I told you the tomatoes should be planted, and I told you the lettuce was gonna get too cold, and I told you the cats wanted to be let inside, and the dog wanted to be let outside, the other dog, onto the second porch, and I told you that the place to put the bicycle was not in the place between the two apartments, but over the top of the porch that we don't ever use. No, somebody ain't gonna steal it. We're just gonna have to put it there and see what happens. If we have to paint the porch, I think we have to paint the bicycle. I think we have to paint the house. We have to paint the porch, the bicycle, and the house. We have to paint the porch, the bicycle, and the house. We have to paint the house. We have to paint the porch, paint the bicycle, paint the house. Paint the bicycle, paint the porch, paint the house. Put the bike on the porch, put the porch on the house, put the porch on the back. There's a porch on the left, there's a porch on the right, there's a porch that leads to the garden, there's a garden path that leads down to the wood pile. There's a wood pile that leaves the compost pile. There are trees falling down everywhere. The bridge is going to get built. Do not fret. The bridge will be built along the road and over the marshes and right over to the tobacco factory. Not to worry, there will always be Tabasco. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. Don't you fret.